There's a kid shot in the backseat.
Chilling new videos released by Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department are giving us a closer look into last Friday's deadly road rage shooting that left an 11-year-old boy dead on our southern beltway.
My son's life was taken away, whether regardless you saw him or not. This was meant to, even if it was for him, it was meant for the driver. He wanted to take somebody's life away. And he took my son away. He was just trying to make it to school.
Seeing me having a hard time in this crazy town, having a hard time. There's no love to be found, having a hard time in this crazy town, having a hard time. There's no love to be found.
Welcome to the Two Sides of Truth podcast with Greg. I am your host, and around here we do the humble, not the most, because nowadays people are just doing way too much, and I mean way too much. Unless you've been living under a rock, you have without a doubt heard about the terrible news that struck Nevada, right? I don't understand this road rage thing. Growing up as a kid, but true enough, I'm from a different era. I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, and you didn't hear much about road rage. You didn't hear much about people being shot and killed on the highways and byways, especially children. An 11-year-old shot and killed. A 22-year-old on his way up the river, as they say, and a family torn apart. Anger, poor judgment, and a lack of patience is a recipe for disaster. It's 7:30 a.m. on a Friday morning. Tyler, I believe his name is Tyler Matthew Johns, is on his way to work. He's on the highway in Henderson. He's trying to get into position, but he can't get into the lane he wants to get into because there's another vehicle blocking his path. That vehicle is being driven by a man, I believe his name is Ayala. Volante Ayala. In the back seat is 11-year-old Brandon Chavaria. I hope I'm not butchering that last name, but I believe it's Chavaria. The two begin to jock for position. According to eyewitnesses, the windows will roll down, they begin to curse each other out, flip each other off, and throw profane language towards each other's way. Neither one of them want to give way. Neither one of them want to say, hey man, whatever, I don't own the road, whatever, take it, it's yours. In Tyler's mind, I'm trying to get to work. In Volante's mind, I'm trying to get my kid to school. But in neither one of their mind is a little bit of patience, a little bit of wisdom. Tyler slows down, pulls out his gun, and fire into the back window that Volante's driving. Unfortunately, tragically, he fatally shoots and kills 11-year-old Brandon Chavaria. According to Volante, Tyler tries to flee. So he takes his vehicle and he rams into Tyler Matthew John's vehicle. So he essentially is stuck. He can't go nowhere. In the middle of a busy freeway in the Las Vegas Valley. Police arrive on the scene. The two men are still arguing. Eyewitnesses have showed up. They have stepped between the two men. And if I'm being honest, Lord knows, I don't know how I would have kept my composure from hurting this man, knowing that my 11-year-old son has just been shot and killed. Once the police get to the scene, they open the door and they see 11-year-old Brandon with a wound in the head area. He's rushed to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. All right. This is a terrible, and terrible don't even justify. It don't even give justice to how horrific this tragedy is on all sides. On one side, you have a family that's torn apart. No parent wants to bury their child. No parent, especially a child that never got to see what their life could have been. Never got to have a sweet 16. Never got to be a teenager and know what it's like to hang out with his buddies going to a movie. Never knew exactly the type of man he would grow up to become. Never got to decide, am I gonna marry her? Am I gonna marry her? Who's my true love here? Who am I gonna get married and have kids? All of these wonderful choices that we are given in life were stripped from this 11-year-old child because of senseless violence, because of poor judgment, because of anger, and because of a lack of patience. On one side, or should I say the other side, you have another family and this 22-year-old Tyler that says, I didn't raise my child like this. Because as parents, we're not necessarily in control of what our children do once they get a little older and go out on their own. We're not in control of that. I would like to think, I would hope, I would pray that he was not raised in the type of environment that said, hey, you know what? If someone step on your foot, if someone violate, if you don't get your way, you shoot them. What type of parenting is that? So I'm praying that's not the household that he was raised in. But regardless, this is what he did. You threw your life away. I'm talking to you, Tyler, and anyone else who has reacted. And remember, this is not judging him. Somebody once told me before, if you see someone jump over a table and you tell that person, hey man, you just jumped over that table, that person can't turn around and say, hey, you judging me. I'm not judging you. I actually observed you jumping over the table. That's not judging. That's calling out the obvious. And the obvious here is that 22-year-old Tyler Matthew Johns didn't get his way, and so he shot and killed an 11-year-old kid. And get this. This was his defense. I did not know a kid was in the car. Really? I did not know a kid was in. Man, that would be equivalent to me attempting to rob a bank and being caught off guard by a teller that I didn't know was in the bank. and I shoot my way out. And I tell the cops, hey man, I didn't mean to off that bank teller. I had no idea she was in the car. I had no idea she was in the bank. That makes no sense. It's something you shouldn't have done in the first place. Because life don't go your way, because you don't get what you want, because the cards don't fall in your favor, don't mean you resort to violence. My man said, look, I gotta get to work. Whether I'm later, I don't know. And you just tick me off on top of that, I'ma shoot. You just threw your life away. You're looking at first-degree murder. It's not premeditated, but still, that still carries a life sentence. You're looking at shooting a weapon into an occupied vehicle. And in Nevada, that carries anywhere between 2 to 15 years. You're looking at fines, and you're looking at High Desert State Penitentiary. I do not understand the mind state of someone that's just willing to throw their life away. Man, you got a job, you got a car, you got your health, you got your strength. This brother had so much to live for. You got so much ahead of you. But because you don't have your anger in check, because of this entitled mentality, you decided I'm gonna throw my entire life away. His attorney is trying to say that the way that Mr. Vellante was driving, that caused him he didn't never plan on shooting the gun in the first place. He was just trying to scare him, and the way he was driving so erratic, it just caused the gun to go off. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that one. Because even if he beats the first degree murder, he's still looking at 15 years for whether it be accidental or the reckless driving on top of shooting into an occupied vehicle. So he's still looking at anywhere between 15 to 20. Brother, you're 22. You will not see the light of day again until you're about 44 to 50 years old, if you are lucky. To all my young men, young women, don't throw your life away. It's not worth it. Do you know what it's like to be in prison? And I know I just said that he's looking at anywhere between 15 to 20, and some people are gonna be like, well, at least he gonna get out. Man, I'm not trying to spend 2 days in prison. Let alone 20 years? Can you imagine somebody coming up to you and saying, hey man, what you doing? Nothing. Let's go to prison for 20 years. All right, cool. And just in case you think that that's not bad, like, I can handle that. That ain't all that. Just a few years. But let me tell you what it's like, bro. Let's look up some things that's going on. Because most likely he'll be headed to Indian Springs or High Desert State Penitentiary. So let's look at some things that's going on. This is for you, Tyler. Because you don't care. You just threw your life away. It was worth it to you. And I have a question for you, Mr. Johns, Tyler Matthew Johns. You were rushing so you could get to work. Did you ever make it to work? To my people out there that's saying, I'm robbing and I'm stealing so I can take care of my family. Well, now that you are caught and you are in prison, how are you taking care of your family? And I'm not, again, I have to continue to stress that I'm not passing judgment because I'm not perfect. God knows I've done some terrible things in my life. But I woke up and I found wisdom. And wisdom says, change your ways. Wisdom says, think. Wisdom says, what you want in life, work for. Wisdom says, if you don't get your way, have a little more patience. Have a little more patience. But since Tyler Matthew Johns forsook patience, this is what he's asking for. It says, since July in 2025, we're what, in November? So that's roughly around 5 months. There have been a murder a month in High Desert State Penitentiary. At least 5 inmates have died in High Desert State Penitentiary and Indian Springs by homicide since July 2025 of this year. That's what you're looking forward to, Mr. Johns. Let's see what else is going on, because this is what our young people. This is what you want, right? When you don't want wisdom, when you forsake what your parents teach you, when you don't want to listen, this is what you're asking for. I was reading an article today, and this individual was saying what life has been like in prison for him so far. And I'm going to read a little bit of this. I want you to listen to this. Just bear with me. This individual said that they have seen extreme violence. They have seen firsthand account of sexual abuse, inhumane living conditions. I don't know if you understand what inhumane living conditions is, but I'm not trying to sit on no toilet in front of 5 other men. Not everybody clean. Not everybody is take their hygiene with a high degree. So you might be locked up with somebody that's just nasty, and you got to deal with that because this is what you want, Mr. Johns, right? When you decided to fire into an occupied vehicle at 7:30 in the morning because you were late to work, this is what you asked for. This person said that they seen sexual abuse not only by other inmates, but they also seen correctional officers force other inmates into, or coercing other inmates into sexual abuse. They said they also seen correctional officers force inmates to fight one another. This is what's going on, and I don't know about other prisons, but at least in High Desert State Penitentiary, and I'm quite sure because I'm into this type of stuff, real life social issues. So I can tell you that this is one of the lighter prisons. It also says that High Desert State Penitentiary has transferred over 20,000 high-risk inmates. Do you know what high-risk inmates do? Do you know what they're in for? They're not in there for robbing some old lady for her coin purse, even though that's terrible. They're not in there for carjacking, even though that's terrible. They're in there for things that you don't even want to imagine. But Mr. 22-year-old Tyler Matthew Johns, this is what you asked for, right? This is the life that you want to live. You just threw your life away. I want to look at a couple Bible verses on wisdom, if y'all don't mind. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs 4 and 6. Do not forsake wisdom. She will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. Do not forsake wisdom. She will protect you. I'm talking to you, Mr. Matthews. I'm talking to anybody that's in your shoes. I'm talking to anybody that will listen. I'm talking to the young people. Do not forsake wisdom. She will protect you. Wisdom, when not forsaken, would have told my guy that, hey man, it's not worth it. If this guy, Mr. Volante, want to act like the king of the road, let him have it. Go ahead, brother, pass. Eventually, you're going to end up getting a ticket or getting into some sort of accident. That's not what I'm wanting to happen, but the way you're acting and driving, it's bound to happen. And guess what? Go on about your merry way. Even if you want it to be some sort of act out in a way of vindictive, you could even took a picture of his license plate or jotted down his license plate somehow. Call 911. Hey man, this guy almost hit me. This guy is driving erratic. He's putting people's life in danger. There was so many other ways to handle this, and you could have went to work and went about your merry way. Now, this is the Two Sides of Truth podcast with Greg, so we break down both sides. Mr. Volante, and to the entire family, my heart goes out to you. I'm quite sure most of us in the valley that have seen this, our hearts and prayers go out and are with you. This is something, I have 3 children of my own. I can't even imagine what you're going through. The pain, the heartache. I can't even imagine it. But I have to say this, and I pray that it's not taken wrong nor out of context. Mr. Volante, Mr. Ayala, I believe your last name is Ayala. You're not off the hook neither, brother. You had a responsibility to that 11-year-old that was in that back seat. You had a duty to get him safely from home to school. Check your ego at the door. Check your pride at the door. I remember years ago, I was working on a job, and I came to work and I was upset and I was frustrated because something had happened. I don't even remember or recall exactly the details. I just remember being frustrated. And thank God for older, wise people, because some people get older and they still stupid. Ain't nothing worse than an old fool. So thank God for the older, wise people. If you can't tell, today we're talking about wisdom. That's the key word for today, wisdom. This wise man, he pulled me to the side. His name was Dukes. Dukes pulled me to the side and he said, young man, let me tell you something. Whatever issues you got, chuck them at the door. Because we all going through something. Everybody here got something. Nobody got a perfect life. I don't care how rich, how poor, how much you have, or the lack thereof. We're all going through something. So that macho, egotistical attitude you're throwing around in here, check that at the door, man. He said, because you're gonna multiply your problems once you lose your job. I was like, yo. I'm like 22, 20, I'm same age as this guy. Mr. Johns, I was your age. And I was like, it was just mind-boggling. I was like, yo, he right. He right. And so I say to you, Mr. Volante Ayala, you should have, it's too late. I hate to say what you should have done because it's too late. That young man's life has been taken from him unrightfully. And I'm not laying this at your feet. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is your fault. I'm simply saying you had a duty to him. I have a duty to my children. All parents. That's why good parents should be celebrated. Not that you're doing what you're supposed to do, because if you had children, it's your responsibility to take care of them. I understand that. But good parents, those who sacrifice for their children, and that word alone, sacrifice, that's it right there. Sacrifice. Because I know as a man, when another man is trying to test you, he's trying to little boy you. You want to puff your chest out like, man, who do you think you? Man, you better. But I got little man behind me. Little man got to get to school. Little man got to turn in his homework. Little man want to go play with his friends. Little man can't wait to get to recess. I got to make sure little man get to school. Proverbs 16:16. How much better to get wisdom than gold? To get insight rather than silver. I'm not trying to bust you upside your head with the Bible or be some sort of Bible thumper. That's not what this is about. I'm simply saying that this ancient book that was written over 4,000 years ago said that it is better to get wisdom over gold and silver. I repeat, it is better to get wisdom over gold and silver. First of all, gold and silver can buy you the type of house you want. And depending on how much gold you got, you could be living fat. Buy you the type of car you want. Gold can afford you to live the life you always wanted to live. The life of your dreams. And yet the Bible says it's better to have wisdom than that. That's worth more than all these worldly ambitions. I wonder the outcome if Mr. Tyler Matthew Johns and the stepfather, Mr. Volante Ayala, had decided today we're gonna use some wisdom. Imagine if they were both trying to get to the same place at the same time, and right when they're about to get into this altercation, one of them said, "You know what? My bad. Go ahead, bro." Don't you know kindness is contagious? I thought that was so corny when I heard it years ago. Kindness is contagious. Love is contagious. I'm like, what? It is. You ever walk down a hall and smiled at somebody and they smile back? It's contagious. Perhaps if one of them had checked their ego at the door, like I was told years ago, and said, "Oh, my bad, go ahead, you got it," that other person probably would have said, "No, you go ahead." Or down the line told another driver, "You go ahead," because that person was kind to me, so I'm gonna pass it forward. There's a lesson in this. Unfortunately, there was also a price. That price was 11-year-old Brandon. My heart goes out to his mother. And if he had any siblings or to his entire family, my heart goes out to you. I don't know you, but it hurt me like I'm sure it hurt so many others that heard about this story. I'm simply saying somebody has to use wisdom. It's not worth throwing your whole life away. Tyler had his court date already. His next one is December 4th. The mother of Brandon showed up and she asked the judge, "I want him to be held without bond." The judge agreed. This 22-year-old man is being held without bond. And he has already admitted guilt. As soon as the officer showed up, as you have seen, he turned around and he gestured his hands to be put in cuffs, and he admitted, "Hey, I did it." So it's pretty much, as they say, open and shut. It's open and shut. This is bad all the way around. This is bad all the way around. Your future, young man, is bleak. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's some tough days. That at the beginning of this podcast, I played a song by Baby Huey called "Hard Times." Cause brother, yeah, hard times are coming. The mother of this 11-year-old, hard times. The stepfather who had to witness his 11-year-old son being shot and killed like that. Hard times. Hard times. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I'm gonna close with this. God is a forgiving God. What you did, Mr. Tyler Matthew Johns, was terrible. It was heinous. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel for you. There is peace if you want it. But you're gonna have to dig deep. On my last podcast, I talked about how you can be in prison, but your mind can be free, your spirit can be free, because man is not able to lock up the soul, so to speak, imprison the mind, so to speak. Find God, brother. And to the family, especially the mother of young Brandon, your biggest obstacle is going to be finding in your heart how to forgive. Because in order to get to peace, there first must come forgiveness. I've never known people who have a heart that is not willing to forgive, and yet they have peace. It's an impossibility. And I know this is fresh, I know this is new, and I know it's probably the last thing you're trying to hear, or anybody else that is going through anything remotely similar. The last thing you guys are trying to hear is somebody on YouTube, on a podcast, talking about forgiveness. I get it. I get it. But have some patience. Have some patience and let it work itself out. But when patience runs its course, you're gonna have to come face to face with forgiveness. And that's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna find true peace and able to get over this. And it's gonna be some time. Patience is a virtue. So allow yourself that patience, cry it out, weep it out, lash out, let it all out. But when it's all said and done, forgive them. Thank you for joining me on this podcast. I'm truly grateful and appreciative for you spending the time that you have spent with me today. I pray that some sort of lesson has been learned, especially as it pertains to the life choices that we make and the decisions that we make in life. I can't get over the fact that how easy we throw away something so precious. God gives us one life on this earth, and it is precious. And we throw it away so easily, and we misuse it so easily. My prayers are with you, brother. Just like I'm praying for this family, I'm also praying for the family of Tyler Matthew John. I'm also praying for him too. So, we have reached the part of the show where we do our toast. Y'all know the routine. I'm out of apple cider because my wife didn't get me no apple cider. She said she's gonna get me some. So I am doing I'm doing a Red Bull today. You know, so this brother doing a toast with a Red Bull. Yes, I am. What am I gonna toast to? This is gonna be easy. I'm toasting to wisdom because I need more wisdom. God knows I need more wisdom, and I'm asking that God would add more wisdom to my life and my everyday life choices, the decisions that I make. Help me be better with more and more and more and more overflow of wisdom. That's what we toasting to today. That's what we toasting to today. I thank you for joining me on this podcast. I hope that you was able to learn something or it creates some sort of open dialogue you can have with a loved one or a friend. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Please share this. It really would help me out a lot. God bless you. Don't let the devil stress you. And until next time, Godspeed. Peace. Let's do it. It's good.